Good morning, dear students. In this video, we are going to do the study of hypnotics and sedatives, that is, drugs belonging to the class of hypnotics and sedatives. Before that, we will try to understand the meaning of sleep. Sleep consists of two major phases, that is REM sleep, that is known as rapid eye movement sleep, and non-REM sleep, that is non-rapid eye movement sleep. Normal sleep in a human being consists of two phases. One is REM sleep, that is rapid eye movement sleep, and non-REM sleep, that is non-rapid eye movement sleep. Both the phases of sleep occur cyclically over an interval of 80 to 90 minutes. Means during the normal duration of sleep, this both the phases occurs in a cyclic manner after every 80 to 90 minutes. Rapid eye movement sleep covers about 20 to 25% of the total sleep time, and during this most dreaming occurs. The most important thing, the total duration of a sleep, normally it is considered as 6 to 8 hours. That is a normal sleep duration. Among this normal sleep duration, 20 to 25% of the sleep it is covered by rapid eye movement sleep. And in this phase, generally a person has a dreams. Rapid eye movement, it can be characterized by rapid movement of the eyeballs, increase in heart rate, irregular breathing, autonomic manifestations like increased into secretions, penile erection, etc. are the characteristics of rapid eye movement sleep. When a person is in rapid eye movement phase, it is difficult to awake the person in this phase, while when the person is in non-REM sleep phase, it is easier to awake a person. Now second, that is non-REM sleep. It comprises total 75 to 80% of total sleep time. It is further divided into four stages, that are stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 and stage 4. The greatest portion of sleep time, that is 50 to 55%, is spent in stage 2, while only 20% of sleep being spent in stage 3 and stage 4. Now, as you have studied in first year, ECG, that is electrocardiogram, you can easily check the activity of your heart, that is functioning of heart, by the graph obtained from ECG. In the similar way, there is EEG, that is electroencephalograms, where the brain waves show their greatest amplitude and slowest frequency. The deeper phases of sleep occupy more of the early sleep cycles, whereas lighter sleep and REM sleep are more evident in the later sleep cycles. Children spend more time than adults in deep sleep, whereas the elders spend relatively little time in deep sleep. Now, why I have given you a discussion about sleep? Because there are two disorders related with sleep. One is insomnia and second is hyposomnia. Insomnia means inability of a person to have a sleep, that we call as insomnia. म्हणजे ज्याला झोप लागत नाही, that we call referred as a insomnia disorder. Hyposomnia means having less amount of sleep. Suppose a normal duration of sleep is 6 hours. A person may have a sleep only for 1 to 3 hours. That is referred as hyposomnia. There are various factors responsible for insomnia or hyposomnia like anxiety, fear, tension, exertion, depression, etc. are the factors which affect your normal duration of sleep. Therefore, we are going to use the drugs which produces sleep resembling to natural sleep or which is going to relieve from anxiety, tension, fear, excitement, etc. in this chapter, that is hypnotics and sedatives. Now hypnotics, these are the CNS depressant drugs which produce sleep resembling to natural sleep. Now whenever drugs like phenobarbital, cyclopirrolidine are used in human being, they are going to produce a sleep which resembles to your natural sleep. Patient cannot be easily awake until the effect of hypnotic drug wears out. Hypnotics are used in treatment of insomnia, hyposomnia, etc. Then the second term, that is sedatives. Sedatives are also CNS depressant drugs which reduce excitement, restlessness, anxiety, and emotional tension without inducing sleep and produce a calming effect. Now, whenever you use the sedatives like diazepam, nitrazepam, etc., they are going to reduce excitement, restlessness condition, anxiety, emotional tension, and it is going to produce a calming effect. Now, actually, there is no sharp distinction between a hypnotic and sedative drug. If a hypnotic drug is given in smaller doses, it may act as a sedative, while if sedative drug is given in higher doses, it may produce a hypnotic effect. You have to always remember की जर hypnotic drug जर मी small amount मध्ये जर देत असेल, small dose मध्ये जर दिला, it is going to produce a sedative effect. While if sedatives given in higher dose, it may produce a hypnotic effect. The effect of a drug totally depends upon the method of use. Method of use means depending upon route of administration and the dose of the drug to be employed. Now here I have shown you the effect of your hypnotics and sedatives. First, it produces a sedation effect, then it is going to produce hypnosis. Again, if the dose is increased, it is going to produce anesthesia and coma, and finally death of the person can take place. Now if you see properly, up to coma there is reversible pattern also, that if the drug effect is wear out, the person from coma can come to anesthesia stage. From anesthesia he can recover up to hypnosis, sedation, and can come to the normal level. You have to remember this chart, that if hypnotics and sedatives given in higher doses, death of a person can take place. Now classification. It is the most important classification for your annual examination. Hypnotics and sedatives are mainly classified into two classes. The first class, that is barbiturate, and the second class, that is non-barbiturate. Class of non-barbiturates we will see in the next slide. In this slide we will see the first class, that is barbiturates. Barbiturates means those drugs which contains the basic ring of barbituric acid, that is 2,4,6 trioxohexahydropyrimidine. That is the structure of your barbituric acid. Barbituric acid, further depending upon the duration of action, it is classified into 4 classes: long-acting barbiturate, intermediate-acting barbiturate, short-acting barbiturate, and ultra-short-acting barbiturate. Long-acting barbiturates have a duration between 6 to 12 hours, intermediate-acting duration 2 to 8 hours, short-acting 3 to 4 hours, and ultra-short acting barbiturates have a duration of action 1 to 2 hours. Long-acting barbiturates, example phenobarbital, meflobarbital. Intermediate-acting barbiturates, example butobarbital, amylobarbital. Short-acting barbiturates, cyclobarbital, pentobarbital. Ultra-short-acting barbiturates, example thiopentone, methotrexate. This is the first class of barbiturates and their subclasses, that is long acting, intermediate acting, short acting, and ultra short acting. Then the second important class, that is non-barbiturates. Non-barbiturates means this drug do not contain the basic cream of barbituric acid. Therefore, it is referred as non-barbiturates. In non-barbiturates, the first subclass, that is benzodiazepines, example diazepam, nitrazepam, lorazepam, chloral diazepoxide. Second one, amide derivatives, example glutathione. Imide derivatives, methylpyrrolone. Aldehyde derivatives, example paraldehyde. Alcohol and related compounds, example chloral hydrate, triclophos sodium. Propanediol carbamates, example meprobamate, ethinamate. This is the subclass depending upon your chemical classes of non-barbiturates. In this video, we have studied about hypnotics and sedatives, classification, barbiturates, non-barbiturates. Barbiturates further depending upon duration of action classified into 4 classes: long acting, intermediate acting, short acting, and ultra short acting barbiturates. Non-barbiturates further classified into benzodiazepines, amide derivatives, imide derivatives, aldehyde derivatives, alcohol and related compounds, and propanediol carbamates. Thank you.